Hello, this is Haku, and today we are going to be reading SCP-4013. If you like this video, please like on the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. Now let's get right into this. Item number SCP-4013. Object Class Pending. Special Containment Procedures. The formal containment of SCP-4013 is currently pending, awaiting the construction of a chamber capable of nullifying SCP-4013's unique temporal properties. Such a chamber is currently under construction at secure sites 19, 45, 76, and/or redacted. Afterwards, a formal set of containment procedures will be written up before SCP-4013 is formally contained and classified. Alexander the Great Enters Babylon by Charles LeBron, is believed to incorporate a depiction of SCP-4013. Construction of this chamber is expected to be completed in the near future, barring any delays from external circumstances that cannot be directly attributed to the Foundation's modus operandi. Examples of this included, but are not limited to, individuals or groups of interest whose modus operandi the Foundation or its assets have no direct control over, containment breaches as a result of insufficient but not inappropriate secure containment procedures. Containment breaches is as a result of anomalies or anomalous objects not currently secure containment with this Foundation. Containment breaches as a result of irresponsible Foundation staff members, natural disasters, and bad luck. Given that it's been years, I think, since we were on Series 5, it's probably a one or all of the EEs. In the meantime, under any given moment in SCP-4013 is remain under the security of Mobile Task Forces Epsilon 15, 18, 26, and are redacted in no particular order, designated as the Old, Sick, Dead, and Ascetic, or collectively as Foresight. Foresight is to supervise, observe, and accompany the transition of SCP-4013 from its point of acquisition to its eventual containment chamber at the aforementioned Foundation secure sites. Description: SCP-4013 is the collective designation for SCP-redacted, redacted, redacted, and/or SCP-redacted. As such, SCP-4013 cannot be adequately described in a manner that both respects all of its parts and adheres to standard requirements. What follows is an appreciable, if disorderly, description that satisfies the Foundation's motives regarding the physical description, characteristics, and/or properties of a given anomaly, anomalous object, or group thereof for the explicit purpose of cataloging. This is sounding a little bit meta to me. As the specialized chamber meant to contain SCP-4013 has not yet finished construction, SCP-4013 is to remain under the secure supervision of Foresight until formal containment can be realized. Foresight teams are outfitted with standard expeditionary equipment, given the unique temporal properties exhibited by SCP-4013. Teams are especially trained with recognizing and reacting to extreme time-related disturbances. This includes self-discretion in regards to the transportation of SCP-4013, limited only by their orders to safety and securely supervise the transportation of SCP-4013 until it can be formally contained. SCP-4013 is currently being stored but not contained inside of an otherwise unmarked lead-lined and metaphysically shielded aluminum sarcophagus. This sarcophagus is only labeled with a standard SCP item designation label identifying its contents as SCP-4013. Because SCP-4013 is currently unclassified, this label lacks a clear indicator for its object class. Regardless of the fact this sarcophagus is presumed to hold SCP-4013, standard operating procedures should be followed in regards to the handling of questionable objects associated with the transportation of SCPs. An excerpt of these procedures from the employee handbook has been copied down below for convenience. If the object in question features labels that are damaged, incomplete, or or otherwise unclear, the object should be treated as being associated with the related SCP. If the object classification of the related SCP is unclear, the questionable object should be assumed Keter. Use all appropriate precautions readily available to ensure the safety of the personnel in the vicinity. Secure the site and contact the site directors for delivering and receiving containment in facilities. Remember, spending time is better than spending lives. SCP-4013. In May, a charge may change containers whenever Foresight deems it appropriate, as SCP-4013 currently exists in the present, and present operating methods for temporary storage and transportation of SCPs may apply. In the past methods may have been more or less suitable depending on circumstances surrounding secured yet not finalized location. The same will apply to the future, because SCP-4013 currently exists in the present, has also existed in the past, and will continue to exist in the future. It is for that Foresight is capable of maintaining appreciable levels of security at any given time. I am beyond confused right now. Responsible parties of SCP-4013 such as Foresight express difficulty in identity and time perception, including believing themselves to be individuals in the past and future. Parties may also believe themselves to inhabit locations secretly not where their bodies are physically present. These claims are often supported by historical record. One noteworthy case involved a member of U-18 claimed to be a Philistine soldier who participated in the capture of the Ark of the Covenant after a battle with the Israelites around 1180 BC. This same individual also identified themselves as a member of U Redacted operating outside of Expunge. Now, this individual in the old task force, a location existed within Foundation records at this point in time. They did, however, enter Foundation databases under normal circumstances in 2044, 2051, and 2082, respectively. Investigations into this phenomenon are ongoing and will be essential in understanding SCP-4013's unique temporal properties. Interviews have been conducted with this individual, and select logs have been attached to this file. Interviewed. Subject Sid. Born the 21st of September in 1962. Sid has been a member of MTF Epsilon 18 since early 1990. Sid has exhibited no abnormal behavior and deficiencies in their mental, physical, and emotional capacity, and has passed all regular evaluations up until the acquisition of SCP-4013. Despite the apparent mental instability, Sid and the rest of U-18 have been deemed psychologically stable and are allowed to remain at their posts when on duty. Sid is only known to be fluent in the English and Spanish languages. Interviewer. Researcher Kant. Foundation Associate assigned to SCP-4013 and research team at Site 45. Kant has conducted every interview with Sid regarding their association with SCP-4013. Kant only knows English. Interview date. March 8, 1996. Forward. U-18 has been assisting in the observation of SCP-4013 during its temporary stay at Redacted and oversaw its transportation to its temporary storage location at Site 45. Unless specified, both parties are speaking English. Please state your name for the record. My name is Taita. Do you know where you are, Taita? Sid stares blankly at Kant for several seconds, then gazes around the room. He mumbles something in an unknown language. I am in Afik with my men. Then in German, we have just returned from battle, and we have captured a god. Sid then goes on for 22 more seconds in an unknown language. Afterward, he points across himself, but not directly at the Kant. Of course not. We have to deliver it to its final resting place. Can you repeat that for me? Speaking in Sanskrit, directed towards its Kant. You can't have it. I think we might be done for now. Interview date March 10th, 1996. Force future text technology with active language detection and translation has been installed in the interview room to assist with the interview process. Contest to converse with Sid for as long as possible. If Sid deviates and grows incoherent in regards to the current question, candidates refer the topic and proceed to the next question. Unless specified, both parties are speaking English. Please state your name for the record. In German. My name is Al. In English. What's this all about? Well, I'm hoping you can help me with that. You have been acting abnormally since you were assigned to SCP-4013. I don't feel in German. Abnormal? In German, sorry. I'm just doing my job. What is your job exactly in regards to SCP-4013? In Sanskrit. I'm transporting the Ikamba to its shrine. You mean SCP-4013? Sid responds at length in an intelligible language. Alright, what can you tell me about the objects you and your team have been assigned to supervising? We are to escort SCP-4013 to its present location to its containment chamber for the purpose of permanent storage. Note. Oh wait. And where is that? Note, at this time, the location for SCP-4013's permanent containment has not been finalized. Is it not built yet? No, it's not. In Hebrew. This is not surprising. Why is that? Where is SCP-4013 supposed to be contained? In Hebrew still. I'm not supposed to be here. You're not SCP-4013. Nothing is said by either party for 18 seconds. Sid appears to be looking past Kant, who exhibits fright. In German. I must return to my post. I have my orders. Interview. Oh, hang on. Future interviews with the subject Sid have been suspended, pending further review by local site administration. Interview date March 22nd, 1996. Forward. Interviews with the subject Sid were allowed to continue per insistence from researcher Kant. Kant is to converse with Sid for as long as possible. If Sid deviates and grows incoherent and regards the current question, Kant is to forfeit the topic and proceed to the next question. Unless specified, both parties are speaking English. God, I forgot to give them voices, didn't I? Hmm. Hmm. Please state your name for the record. My name is Sid, Epsilon 18. It's great to hear from you, Sid. Do you know why you're here? Not really. I have an order to escort SCP-4013 from its present location to its containment chamber for the purpose of permanent storage. Do you know where this location is? In German, no. In English, where is the rest of my team? They are currently providing security for SCP-4013 until we can figure out what it's capable of and what it's doing to you. It isn't doing anything to me. In Old Norse. My brothers and I are responsible for it. Who's responsible for SCP-4013? We are. And who are we? We are the Foundation. We secure, we contain, we protect. You, I assume, work with containment? In a manner of speaking, yes. In German, I work security. And together we protect. In German, no, not like this. Can you elaborate? We protect you from yourselves. In Hebrew, We always have and always will. That is our responsibility. What is my responsibility then? In Middle Chinese? Hmm. You contain the dangers of the world. That is what we're doing here, isn't it? Keep doing it myself and allow myself and the rest of you, redacted, to do ours. Epsilon. What? Please say your name for the record. Redacted. Do you know why you're here? Redacted. Said then only responds to Kant in an unknown language for several minutes. Afterwards, Kant is unable to restore communication with Redacted. The interview is then terminated. Hmm. Interview date is redacted. Forward. Kantatsu repeatedly asks the same set of questions until communication with redacted is achieved in order to learn more about SCP-4013. This same set of interviews has been going on for several days, and its interview is the first time sustained communication with redacted has been achieved. Unless specified, both players are speaking English. For the record, please say your name, designation, and orders. In Hebrew, this is completely unnecessary. For the record, please say your name, designation, and orders. Redacted. Mobile Task Force Epsilon unredacted, and I'm to escort SCP-4013 from its present location to its containment chamber for the purpose of permanent storage. Hello, Redacted. So we meet again. You remember me? I remember everything. In German. I don't think I'll ever wrap my head around this. Stay with me, Redacted. What can you tell me about SCP-4013 beyond your explicit orders? In German. Nobody tells me anything. In English, all I know is that at SCP-4013 is my responsibility. What happens if you stop providing security for SCP-4013? Nothing good. Can you elaborate? In Sanskrit, it's our responsibility, not yours. In English, it can't know. Know what? Can you elaborate? In German, keep doing your job and I'll keep doing mine. English, that's the only way we can stop them from destroying everything. Who is them? Speaks in an unknown language record, it lengthened briefly in Hebrew. The devil's playthings. Can you please elaborate? Doing your job depends on me doing my job right. In Hebrew, it can't be allowed to stop. We can't allow it to end. I'm afraid I don't follow redacted. Redacted? My name is Sid. The interview will shortly terminate after accounts were able to reestablish communication with the identity redacted. Following the conclusion of these interviews in 1997, Sid and a few members of U-18 received a ceremonial discharge from the Foundation, after which their abnormal behaviors disappeared. Further interviews following this discharge have shown Sid has no recollection of any event beyond his own association with U-18 and SCP-4013. This includes remembering the previous interviews, but not recalling nor understanding his own responses, with the exception of the interview who stated redacted. Discovery: SCP-4013 was first discovered by the Foundation on October 23, 1995, inside of a wooden crate with Foundation uncreated warning labels. It was presented by an anonymous group of 9 soldiers, presumed mercenaries to members of the then newly formed MTF Epsilon 15. Members of U-15 recalled the soldiers told them Some things you just can't contain before killing themselves by somehow compromising the structural integrity of their skulls and necks with the compression force of redacted PSI. What? Identifying the remains has proved unsuccessful, but the incident is still the topic of an ongoing investigation. This investigation is currently being handled by Foundation bots and assets, focusing on records relating the acquisition of SCP-4013 for standard protocols, and will be essential in determining SCP-4013's origins. SCP-4013 was then sent to secure the storage site at Redacted with the intention of being researched, classified, and formally contained per standard operating procedures. After this process was complete, data redacted. SCP-14 was found SCP-4013 was found at the bottom of a crater consistent with the previous location of the site, Redacted's low level of containment weighting. Radiation levels and seismograph readings showed a destruction of sites redacted is consistent with its on-site nuclear failsafe being detonated. A standard wooden pallet believed to be the location of SCP-4013 has its awaited formal containment while sitting in site redacted's medium-level storage locker for standard protocol. Was found largely intact, having only sustained damage consistent with the great fall from ground level to its location in the crater. These two are the only surviving artifacts from the event. No personnel, assets, or debris from Site Redacted have since been recovered, including site equipment and staff members who were at the time off-site. The loss of Site Redacted remains under its own investigation. Given the scope of the event and the losses sustained, this investigation is largely demanding on Foundation resources, which some could argue could achieve higher contributions to Foundation operations if diverged elsewhere. Formal inquiries into this specific matter have been deemed low priority by the O5 Council and will be addressed with more urgent matters when more urgent matters are first settled. Immediately following the site of the loss of Site Redacted, SCP-4013 underwent further research and cross-referencing at Site 45, where it was discovered the Foundation's history with SCP-4013 up to this point had shared many similarities with various world histories, mythologies, and cultures. In some cases, these records predate human civilization. With no concrete evidence, while no concrete evidence exists to attribute SCP-4013 to these records, these similarities are uncanny. One prominent example is the Ark of the Covenant, which only achieved a permanent residence at Solomon's Temple after an estimated 900 years of relative nomadism. I thought that was a myth. Also, what's the Ark of the Covenant? I thought that was some sort of myth thingy. Or something relating to the Bible or something? I don't know. Shortly thereafter, the temple of the whole city of Jerusalem was destroyed. Up until this point, the Ark had no definitive residence beyond the mere possession of a group of people. The mere possession of a people or group of people. That really confused me. Sorry. This may have also influenced the story of King Sisyphus, who in ancient Greek mythology found punishment in the underworld by forever pushing a boulder up a hill for his arrogance towards the gods. Other depictions, such as pre-civilization cave drawings, medieval paintings, depict a group of people carrying around a sarcophagus or cauldron-shaped object. Investigations into connections between these depictions and SCP-4013 are ongoing. As of September Redacted 1996, SCP-4013 has been under the formal supervision of Foresight. At this time, the construction of a containment chamber capable of nullifying SCP-4013's anomalous properties began. The supervision of SCP-4013 is expected to last until its anomalous properties are understood to a level of satisfaction. Comparable to current precedents, its finalized containment chamber has finished construction. and associated technologies with nullifying its unique temporal properties have finished development. These requirements are consistent with Standard Foundation operating procedures in regards to the formal containment of anomalous objects such as SCP-4013. I don't know what I just spent the last 25 minutes reading. Maybe that's okay. I have a feeling you don't know what you just spent the last 25 minutes listening to or reading along with. But anyway, that was SCP 4013. A weird, I think, time traveling sarcophagus? If you liked this video, please leave a like on the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing next time, so until then, goodbye!